Hi guys, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Today what we're doing is a synthetic finish, an acrylic finish over here. They installed the window a couple weeks ago. So what we got to first do, there's a ghosting effect that can happen, guys, like paint. Even though this is acrylic, it could still happen. Unless I coat this right now and then we recoat the entire wall, this thing can ghost out, meaning you can see the outline of it. What we're going to try to do today is show you how to do that. See, I'm just going to surround this guy here and feather it in to get rid of that so-called ghosting effect. I'll show you real quick, like that, and because we're doing it all today, I take a dry float, and all I want to do is, again, get rid of that so-called ghosting effect. This right here is already dry, and as fast as I put it on, it was a warm day, I got a completely dry float. There's no water in this float. The whole idea here, guys, is get rid of the ghosting effect so that when we put another coat, it don't show. We're running against a couple things right now. Time. Jay's late for a Burning Dude festival. Burning Man, Burning Dude, what's the difference? It's a cool festival that they go to every year, and as soon as we're done here, he's hitting the road for a 10-hour drive. Of course, we're setting this up. This is some dangerous shit, guys, so I'm not gonna show us doing the top because we're putting a long plank. I got my 30-foot plank going from there to there and all this jazz. So the idea is what I want to show is when you do a patch within a wall, if you want it consistent where you don't see the ghosting effect. What is the ghosting effect? If I were to just start over there and skim this, and I'm using one of the best acrylic formulas made, that's one of the best. I've been using that for 30 years. That's good stuff. It looks like when this dries it'll match that. Well, it won't. It'll ghost. So what we're going to do is once I get done here, we're going to skim coat this whole thing. Because we're in a hurry, I'm not sure how much we'll show you. We'll try to show you a wee bit more so you get the idea, because this is a common question. People say, well, will you see the patch? You would see it unless you do what we're doing. Working with my buddy Javier. He's a 40-year man, and when I work this high, man, I need some guys that really know what they're doing. Anyway, I'm gonna continue this, and probably when we get to the level that we can get rid of some of this death trap here, we'll show you how we're just reapplying another coat over this existing coat. All right, guys, thought I'd show you another clip since Jay had to go down and get another bucket anyway. Here's a quick tip, guys. I mean, right here they had a downspout and they tried to cover it. It looks like hell, so that we're getting that out too. Besides the window, we put another coat over it. This is one coat, this is the second coat. How I got that tip there, we lifted the ladder and I just, because I'm the tallest one here, did the tops. It's kind of like doing this right here. You just stretch up, make sure your knuckles don't hit that fascia board. Clean the back side of your trowel, and if your knuckles here hit the fascia board, then it's an acrylic all over a painted finish. It's a bitch to get off. So you just kind of get it here, and then we just do the same. We just kind of get it real close to this eave. Here's a little tip, guys. This is a float finish, but we're so high up here, all I'm doing is using the trowel for the first 1/4 inch. Then I take the float, and because no one can see it up here, and it doesn't really matter, it blends in with this fine float finish. We just float it like that, then we give it a float finish here. But if I try to float the top right up to that fascia board, all the acrylic that's on this head right here will go on here, and you can't clean it. You'll have to repaint it. So Javier's spreading next to me, and Jay's about to come back up, but I thought I'd show you a little bit because we can. And here's where I just spread a little while ago. No ghosting effect, and I'm just following Javier. You see where we're going. Hopefully we get to the next level. I'll show you a little bit more. All right, guys, we are getting there. All that difficult stuff is done. What we're doing is working in harmony. You need a good team if you're going to do this, guys. I tell you, to take a wall out this big with only 3 plasters takes some practice. Pull all that stuff off. You got to know what you're doing. As we go down, we pull off. And again, it definitely takes some practice, guys. Wood here, he's going to paint this over. That's okay. My joints, the joints show right now, but that's okay. They are going to come out. Anyway, we're about to drop it down. All the hard stuff is done, and when we get to that stage where everything's done, we'll just show you one last photograph of it. All right, guys, always the fun part. Never get yelled at for being too clean. We're cleaning up now. There you have it, a couple joints. We just finished this wall, but those joints are going to disappear with time. Anyway, my name is Kirk. I'm with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Those of you trying to do a big wall with an acrylic finish, better know what you're doing. We thank you for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. All right, guys, thought we'd show you the completion of the wall. It's another day. Guess what? As we were doing this, Jason, who's been at this for 10 years too and been licensed for a few of those years, kept saying, "Dad, let's hydrate this wall." And I said, "No, we don't need to hydrate the wall." Well, when I was done, I called my buddy Jerry Pozo, who's a rep for Drive It, and he says, "So you had a few joints, huh?" I said, "Yeah, I had to go back the next day. It took me like an hour to feather out the joints, but normally with quality products, you don't have to do that." And he said, "The only thing I can tell you, Kirk, is did you pressure wash it?" And I thought, oops, yes, I actually had the owner pressure wash it. He says, "What you did is you made it breathable. You should have took your son's advice and just hydrate it, and you wouldn't have had to go back the next day for a few joints." But anyway, guys, even 30-year guys like myself still make some little boo-boos. The finish was applied 24 years ago, and I know the guy who did it. He applied the primer and the acrylic, so I didn't think it was necessary. Live and learn. Even guys like me, you're still, even if you're in one trade, there's still stuff to learn. Moral to the story is I should have took your advice, Jay. Anyway, my name is Kirk. I'm with Kirk Giordano Plastering. We thank you for watching, and as usual, we'll see you guys on the next one. Once again, folks, we thank you for watching, and I really enjoy all your comments.
If you guys like this video, please click the like button down below, and also if you enjoy what we do, subscribe to our channel so we can keep making these videos for you.
My name is Kirk.
And Jay.
We thank you for watching, and from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one.